Yes, hello my dear children. Now again we are here to learn some more new topics about chapter laws of motion. In our last module we had seen Newton's laws of motion. Now today we are going to learn some more new topics, that is apparent weight of a man, apparent weight of a man, apparent weight of a man in a lift or in an elevator. Okay, or in a lift. This is a special case here. For that I am taking, suppose a person of mass m is standing on a weighing machine. Suppose this is a weighing machine placed in an elevator or lift. Suppose this is our elevator here, and a person of mass m is here. At this time, the actual weight of the person, that is, I can say mg. I am standing on a weighing machine, and weighing machine is kept inside an elevator or lift. This acts on a weighing machine which offers a normal reaction, say R. This reaction exerted by the surface of contact on the person, that is the apparent weight of the person. So I can discuss here, R is related to mg in different situations. I am standing here, my weight of the body is in downward direction, that is mg. Normal reaction force, that is this. Say this figure is A. When the elevator is at rest, there is no movement of the elevator, then the acceleration of the person. The acceleration of a person is 0. Net force on the person is 0. F is equal to 0. I can say R minus mg is equal to 0. Or I can write R is equal to mg here. In that particular case, my dear children, when there is no acceleration, the apparent weight is equal to the actual weight of the person. Now, when the elevator is moving uniformly in the upward or downward direction. Now, let us see the different cases here. Dear children, so you can see here the different case when the elevator is moving upward or downward direction, upward or downward direction, or downward direction. Dear children, this is our lift. Here the weight is mg. Say the normal reaction R1. In uniform motion, acceleration of the person, when the elevator is accelerating, say upward, the elevator is accelerating upward. Suppose the uniform upward acceleration of the person in the lift is A. लिफ्ट मान लीजिए ऊपर की तरफ जा रही है. When it moves in upward direction, here, net upward force on the person, the net upward force is m into A, mass into acceleration. Here is the normal reaction force, here it is this one. So clear from this figure, F is equal to R1 माइनस एम जी, क्योंकि ऊपर जा रहा है ये वाला फोर्स ज्यादा है, तो R1 कम्स आउट टू बी एम जी प्लस एफ, और एम जी प्लस एम ए, और एम इज कॉमन, तो वी कैन राइट जी प्लस ए, और R1 is greater than mg. The apparent weight of the person becomes more than the actual weight. The apparent weight of the person in this particular situation due to this term is more. R1 is greater than mg. Okay? When the elevator is accelerating upwards. Now, in a second case, when the elevator is accelerating downwards, now, here, see this figure and see that figure. When the elevator is moving downward, say with an acceleration a, weight here it is mg, the normal reaction is r2. Now it is moving downward. In this particular case, the uniform downward acceleration is this one. The net downward force on the person is m into a, mass into acceleration. This is the net downward force here, m into a. F is equal to आ गया, F is equal to mg minus r2. हम नीचे जा रहे हैं, ये ज्यादा हो गया हमारे पास. F is equal to ये आ गया, तो r2 comes out to be, r2 is equal to आ गया mg minus f. r2 is equal to mg minus f. That is mg minus f की जगह रखिए ma, that is m into g minus a आ गया. This is r2. r2 जो आ गया m into g minus a आ गया बच्चों. r2 is less than mg आ गया. Here r2 is less than mg. जब अपवर्ड जो फोर्स लग रहा है that is less than mg, तो I can say the apparent weight of the person becomes less. The apparent weight of a person becomes less than the actual weight when the elevator is accelerating downwards. Here in this case, the elevator is accelerating downward. In free fall of a body under gravity, one more case we can say, in free fall of a body under gravity, A is equal to G. During free fall, what happened? With this equation, R2 is equal to m into G minus A की जगह भी G लग दीजिए. That is 0. This equation. Yeah. With the help of this equation, R2 becomes 0. Apparent weight of the body becomes 0, or the body becomes weightless. Or the body becomes weightless. Weightlessness is felt only when the downward acceleration is greater than g. When the downward acceleration is greater than g, then with this equation r2 is equal to m into g minus a. r2 becomes negative. So R2 becomes negative, then the apparent weight of the person, R2 negative आ गया, the apparent weight of a person becomes negative. In that event, the person will rise from the floor of the lift. Person will rise from the floor of the lift, and what happened? Stick to the ceiling of the lift, and stick to the ceiling of the lift, ऊपर जाके टच हो जाएगा. These are the different situations, my dear children. Here, write down and then see. another topic, that is the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Now, here my dear children, the another topic that we are going to see, principle of conservation of linear momentum. Principle of conservation of linear momentum. Yes. Now, according to this principle of conservation of linear momentum, in an isolated system, isolated मतलब अकेला, in an isolated system, the vector sum of the linear momentum, the vector sum of the linear momentum of all the bodies of the system, the linear momenta of all the bodies of the system is conserved, Here, write down, and is not affected due to their mutual action and reaction. Total sum of the linear momentum becomes conserved. This is there. So, in an isolated system, mutual forces between the pair of particles in the system can cause momentum change of individual particles. So I can say that total momentum of a system of particles is conserved. The total momentum of an isolated system of interacting particle is conserved. Here, this we are going to prove. This is the total momentum here. This is the important consequences of our Newton's second and third law of motion. In that particular case, let us consider an isolated system comprising of two bodies A and B. Now, we are taking an isolated system of two bodies, say A and B. Here, these are only two bodies are there, no other things. With an initial momentum, here it is PA and here it is PP. The initial momentum of the two bodies is PA and PP respectively. Let them collide for a small time delta t. Let them collide for a small time delta t. And separate the final momentum after collision is PA dash and PB dash. PA dash and PB dash. If F of AB is a force on A exerted by B, here F A B, this is the force on A exerted by B, and FPA is force on B exerted by A, FAB and FPA. Then, my dear children, according to the Newton's second law, According to the Newton's second law, we know very well, force into time is change in the momentum. Force into time delta t, that is change in the momentum of A. Change in momentum of A. This is according to the Newton's second law. That is change in the momentum PA dash minus PA. Minus PA for this body. Similarly, the force there on B, that is FPA into delta T into change in momentum, that is PB dash minus PB. According to the Newton's third law, both the forces F of AB is equal to F of BA but minus sign. Both the forces are equal and opposite. Then from these two equations, from here and here, we can write PA dash minus PA is equal to PB dash minus PB. So PA dash plus PB dash with negative sign है यहाँ पर ये. PA dash plus PB dash is equal to PA plus PB. Here, see that what we are getting, the total momentum after collision. This shows that the total final momentum of the isolated system is equal to its total initial momentum. Total final momentum is equal to the total initial momentum. Both are equal here. This proves the principle of conservation of linear momentum. This proves the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Now, dear children, what are the applications of this principle of conservation of linear momentum? The applications of principle of conservation of linear momentum is, that is, I can say, recoiling of a gun. When a bullet is fired, recoiling of a gun. Just you see, a bullet is fired, then the gun recoils. When the bullet is fired, a gun recoils, moves in a direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the bullet. अगर बुलेट आगे जा रही है तो that will move in the opposite direction. That will move in opposite direction. So the recoil velocity of a gun can be calculated. Recoil velocity of the gun can be calculated with the help of principle of conservation of linear momentum. How it is? Let us see. Suppose m1 is the mass of the bullet, m2 is the mass of the gun, v1 is the velocity of the bullet, and v2 is the velocity of the recoil of the gun. जब गन पीछे जा रही है इसकी वेलोसिटी को v2 मान लिया अपन. नाउ बिफोर फायरिंग, जब फायरिंग हुआ ही नहीं है, गन पड़ा हुआ है, तो बिफोर फायरिंग द गन एंड बुलेट बोथ आर एट रेस्ट. So the total linear momentum before firing, total linear momentum before firing is 0. Total linear momentum before firing is 0, and the vector sum of linear momentum on firing is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. It is at the time m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Then according to the principle of conservation of linear momentum, momentum before firing must be equal to the momentum after firing, that is 0. So this is there. So m2 v2 is equal to minus m1 v1. So v2 is equal to minus m1 by m2 into v1. This is the result. So what we are getting here? The negative sign shows that the direction of v2 is opposite to that of the direction of v1. The direction of v2 is opposite to that of direction of v1 and gun recoils. Further, the mass of the gun m2 is very much greater than to that of mass of bullet. So velocity becomes is very less compared to v1. इसकी वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी, इसकी वेलोसिटी कम होगी. तो वेलोसिटी ऑफ द रिकॉइल ऑफ द गन इज मच स्मॉलर देन द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बुलेट. तो हमको हल्का सा जर्क लगता है, जर्क होता है. तो दिस इज देयर. मेनी अदर applications are there. While firing, the gun must be held tightly to the soldiers. इसलिए जो गनमैन होते हैं जब वो फायरिंग करते हैं तो गन को शोल्डर से मजबूती से पकड़ा हुआ रखते हैं, ऐसा. Is it clear? Now, flights of rockets, jet planes, explosion of bombs, all are the examples of linear momentum conservation. Now on next turn we have to see a connected motion and rocket propulsion and some more new topic. Okay, bye.